We live? Yes. Welcome to TDF webinar episode 5, Mastering Mega Events, Lessons from Karachi Marathon 2024's Success. In today's changing world of event planning, sports events are really important. They bring people together and help communities grow. Recently, we all saw one such event, the Karachi Marathon 2024, which received a lot of praise and attention. So, what made this event successful? Let's discuss with the person behind it, Mr. Shoaib Nizami. Shoaib is the CEO of Sports in Pakistan and corporatist. And he has over 20 years of experience in the information technology, media, and sports industry. Shoaib, thank you so much for joining us. Before we dive into the discussion, I did like you to share a bit about your journey. So, Shoaib, please.
Thank you, Meena. Thank you to the Zen for having me. So I started my career as a technology guy. So I did all certifications in Microsoft and IBM. Then I started my own company back in 2004, and then eventually moved to cycling and then running. Started Pakistan 9 years ago with my friend Faisal. And then eventually we moved to we registered a running team, a cycling team with Cycling Federation, which is current national champion since last 2 years already. And then a couple of years ago, we started running as well. So the dream of all these things, it happened in the last 7 to 8 years. So it's a long plan.
Okay, great. So, Shweb, I know you since you you joined the cycling club, and I think so. We joined very in the like same similar time frame as well. So I know you from late back, and now where you have stand and what you have brought into the sports and how you have converted the different and you created and you have all these mega events. So I would want to understand what are your vision behind the sports in Pakistan when you created this company.
So the vision behind sports in Pakistan is very, you know, it's something for the community that what I have done for. Uh, mostly, people like me, like who are not very professional, and then there are other professional athletes as well. So what happened currently? We don't have events in Pakistan which is organized by government sector. So that in government sector they don't market it well, and they don't organize such kind of events in Pakistan where anyone can go. So the vision behind sports in Pakistan is we want to create such events where anyone can go and any can come and participate and can earn a medal for their success. So everybody has their own achievement. It doesn't have to be you have to be first or second or third only. So anyone who is finishing, everyone has their own achievement, right? So they can get the medal, they can have of achievement. So we wanted to create such thing for environment for everyone, for the entire community, for the entire Pakistani community actually. So that is the vision behind sports in Pakistan.
Yeah, so I think so it's a great vision, and me being a little sporty person, not as much as you guys are or many other people are. I mean, I also was part of the Karachi Marathon, and it was like though I just walked instead of jogged, but still I got a medal. So that was a big achievement. I still have it with me, and I love the medal,
Right.
anyways. So let's talk about the Karachi Marathon now. So how did you come up with the idea of organizing Pakistan's first internationally certified marathon, Karachi Marathon 2024?
So Karachi Marathon is in my mind since 2015 actually. So when I created the group Run Karachi Run back in 2014-15, so idea behind that was to do a marathon for Karachi someday. So it took me like uh, almost 9 years to develop, to develop the community. So there are a lot of running clubs in Karachi and Pakistan as well,
Mhm.
across Pakistan. So who are part of
Mhm.
who are very well connected with the sports in Pakistan, and we are running together. It's a very amazing community overall in Pakistan. So
Oh,
everyone run
yes.
together. For example, if we are going to Islamabad, we run with them. If they are coming to Karachi, they run with us. It's a very
Mhm.
humble community overall, and they support each other. So there is a when so this is the thing we have developed in last 8 to 10 years in Pakistan. So a couple of years ago, so we have decided to let's do Karachi Marathon now. It's at the right
Mhm.
time because all of us have participated in international marathons.
Mhm.
So I've been to other marathons to see what are the requirements and how it can be done, how it can be conducted. So we have done other events in last 5 years, like other running events, like 14th on every 14th August. Since last 5 years, we are doing Run for Pakistan. Then we do Pinktober Run, and for last
Mhm.
8 years, then we do a lot of cycling events. So it's a lot of learning and to to do a marathon like at our Karachi level, Karachi marathon at that scale, you
Mhm.
need to do all things first. So what
Oh,
I
yes.
did, we did small events initially, and then I participated in international marathons myself, and then a lot of friends who participate in international marathons with their ideas, their concept, and their learnings, we managed to uh, decide like we can do a Karachi marathon now. So after
Mhm.
when we decided to have a Karachi marathon, there are requirement to have a international certified marathon. So for example,
Okay.
we had somebody who can come to Pakistan and do the measurement for the route. To do the
Okay.
measurement, you have to be a certified measurer.
Oh,
So we're
wow.
looking, yeah. So we have contacted World Athletics and AIMS, which is who are the authority for the marathons. So
Uh-huh.
so we asked them we need some measure. They said we have some nearest measure is from India, so it's not possible,
Okay.
right? To It's so difficult for us. So eventually,
Oh,
after a couple of months, we managed to find somebody from Australia who was willing to come to Pakistan.
all
So
right.
in 2021, Kim Vivian, he came to Karachi for the measurement.
Uh-huh.
So we did
Mhm.
measurement. We did two measurements actually. One is city route and one is coastal route. Coastal route.
Mhm.
The one we did this year was coastal route. The other one is city route, which
Okay.
is actually a part of the city. Eventually, there's a plan to move Karachi Marathon to the city center, where the Qaeda Azam, Mazar, Empress Market, Old
Oh,
City,
wow.
Southern Empress Market, IH Chandigarh Road. So connecting all three districts, Old City and downtown and financial district together. So that is, the beauty
Okay.
of the any city or any marathon in the world. So you have to show your city,
Oh,
right, to the world. So that is
yes,
our
yes,
vision.
yes.
So it's a beautiful city, Karachi.
Of
We have a
course.
lot of things. We have a lot of things to show to the world, like so they can come to Pakistan. They can run on the Imagina Road, they can run on Ayachandega Road. How many of us
Yeah.
can run on these roads? So it's
Oh,
really
no,
hard
no,
to
no.
manage. Yeah. So eventually we will achieve because to manage these things you need to have government support. You need have support of administration. Uh, so a lot of security. So a lot of things have to do. So this year so once Kim Vivian did the route, we got the certification, managed both route.
Okay.
So last year in 2020, we were supposed to do it in 2021 actually, in this on December
Oh, wow.
24th. Yeah, so because of the flood and everything, we couldn't manage to do it. Then we moved to
Okay.
2023 December.
Mhm.
Then we moved to January 2024,
Okay.
28th of
Oh, wow.
so,
So it's a long
so most
journey.
probably 2020. It's a very long journey. So Alhamdulillah, we did it. So it's the first time in for the to get a certification and to be a certified marathon. So it is certified
Mhm.
marathon, but be a label race. So we where you can qualify from Pakistan, from Karachi, to any international marathon from next year.
Amazing,
So
amazing. That's a huge achievement, Shoaib. That's a huge achievement you guys did for us because there are a lot of people who doesn't get the opportunity or they don't have the finances to go abroad and participate in these marathons.
yeah, to qualify for Boston, New York, and all these races, we have a lot of potential of in Pakistan. Athletes, they can run fast, but
Definitely.
to qualify those races, they have to run in Dubai or Istanbul or any other side marathon. So now, because of Karachi
Hmm.
Marathon, from next year they can
Hmm.
qualify from Pakistan, and it's the same route. And we're from next year, if somebody do the
Hmm.
world record, it will be accepted as well.
Wow, nice. That's awesome. So, apart from Karachi, are you planning to have this in Lahore and Islamabad and other cities of Pakistan as well?
It's a big community in Lahore, Islamabad, particularly in
Mm-hmm.
Islamabad. Islamabad doing
Mm-hmm.
Islamabad marathon since couple of years already. So
Mm-hmm.
they have been, actually, I would say they are pioneer, and but they are, of
Mm-hmm.
course, they are not certified marathon. So
Mm-hmm.
marathon is happening already since many years in across the country. And but the only thing is different in Karachi marathon. In other marathon is it's a certified marathon.
Okay, okay, great. So the
But a lot,
intercity you were talking about the marathon right now we had this. So the intercity is already measured, right? So when the the measuring person came from Australia, I'm going to say it in my own language. So you already got him set for measured in the for the intercity as well, or he will have to come back to Pakistan to do that measurement as well.
no, he did Karachi only.
नहीं maybe the Karachi intercity as well, or just coastal?
Oh, both route, city route and
He did
coastal
both.
route, both are
Okay. Okay,
both
great.
have been done.
Okay, great.
So we have certification until 2026.
Okay, great. So my next question would be, Shoaib, so what were some common challenges you faced when organizing such large scale event, and how did you address them?
So a
Some
lot
you
of
did
challenges,
answer, but I would like a more, yes.
in terms of volunteers, security, and from government sector, because for everyone it was for the first time, right? So that's why we call it,
Mm,
first marathon is always a beta marathon, beta version in our
mm,
technology term.
exactly.
So it's kind of
Yes.
beta marathon. So first year, uh, so the volunteers, they are not used to of such event, where they have to stand for like 6 7 8 8 hours in the same position,
Mm,
where they have to drink water, hydration, electrolytes, and all these things. On similarly,
mm,
security, they have to
mm,
stand there for 8 to 10 hours during the marathon, and to
mm,
and they also have to secure the road, for in terms of
mm,
security and traffic. It's a very big task in for government sector as well, and they did amazing job this year. And i would
mhm,
i
mhm.
would say they did a phenomenal work. They And
Yes.
of course, and city government as well. And
Any, I
we got,
100% agree on that.
yeah. So this was first time for everyone. So we
Mm,
got some issues in hydration after a couple of hours. And all the volunteers, they haven't participated in international marathons, so they don't know how to give water, right? So we were not
mm,
giving water on the bottles, we were given the cup, right? So
mm.
because sustainability has more points than any other thing in for any marathon, so it has the highest points. So from next year, these cups will be biodegradable cups, so which will
Okay.
not last more than 6 months. So we want to move towards sustainability more and more. So that is our target,
Mm-hmm.
because country Pakistan is suffering, because of global warming. We are in top 10 country. So we
Mm.
have to, because sustainability is one of the biggest issues in these participation events.
Oh, yes, definitely, definitely, definitely.
Because of,
But yeah, I do understand that. So, how far in advance do you typically start planning for such events, and what are the major milestones in the planning process? So, I mean, I know that you started 3, 4 years back, but things didn't materialize till 2024. But definitely, there was a huge process behind the whole planning. Again, you did went to multiple events, but a पूरा एक process होता है. So, how did it? Because there are a lot of people who like to understand the process and planning and a lot of milestones which you had to achieve in each segment and investment as well. I'm sure it's a lot of
Uh,
funding
the process
required.
of it's a process of at least 6 months. So you have to
Process
announce
is
we have 6 months.
excellent. No, no, I'm talking of pre-event, just a planning to have this event. You know,
Six
that's a
months.
big event. Like it's one is the execution part, and one is the pre-board here. And then, उसका एक सारे multiple milestones होते हैं. जैसे you said, ना, you have like you had the measuring person come in. But before that as well, you did went to it. तो उसका भी एक पूरा process होता है कि how you plan to collaborate and do the whole thing. That's what I was
So
trying to.
to have a certified marathon, you need to have a time machine, time chip as well, right? So timing machine where you have RFID. If you have seen your web numbers, उसके पीछे एक आपका चिप लगा हुआ था steps का. और
Mhm.
whenever you are passing through the mats, उसमें big beep आ जाएगी, beep 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 हर दफा पे. So that is our
Mhm.
that is a requirement for a certified marathon as well. Otherwise,
Oh,
it's not possible.
mhm.
So we have done
Okay.
for first marathon. You have to do a lot of things. From
Mhm.
next year, you don't have to bring these things again. So we already bought these things like timing system already. We already have it. Certification we already have it now because first year is already done. From second year, government is
Mhm.
already prepared for 2025. So we can tell
Mhm.
them like what happened in 2024. We need similar kind of
Mhm.
arrangement for 2025. So everyone is aware of it from next year.
Mhm.
But still, you
Mhm.
need 6 months of planning. Why you need 6 months of planning? To
Mhm.
arrange sponsors, to run a marathon, you need at least 6 months of training. So if you announce the date, so athletes can start training for that.
Okay.
So after
So,
from 6 months, you can start arranging meetings with your sponsors, government, with government and administration. Eventually, and then before 3 months, you can start marketing uh, on social media and on ground marketing and all. But to announce a date of a marathon, it should be at least 6 months before. We have already
okay.
told in our groups like we are having a next marathon on January 5, 2025. So it is
Okay.
already decided. We are doing in the first week of January because
That will be the
सब लोग
intercity one now?
no, we will be doing the same course,
Okay.
coastal. So we
Okay.
still need 1 or 2 years because अभी थोड़ा सा और सीखना पड़ेगा.
Intercity will be very tough job, especially with the lot of traffic and public thing and all this stuff. So yes, yes,
Exactly.
yes, I understand that. So, like, I mean, how do you approach budgeting for large-scale sports events, and what are some strategies for securing funds?
So securing funds is one of the difficult part, to be very honest.
Mhm.
In Pakistan, the only sports can secure funds is cricket, and that is also in the PSL level or even in a board level, right? Even in small tournaments in cricket, they don't get funded easily.
Mhm.
So it's difficult to get funded. So similarly
Mhm.
for an event like Karachi running event, so it's different. We have been promised by government that they will fund as well, but
Okay.
it shouldn't be dependent, and it shouldn't be dependent on government to be very honest, because across the world, it's a responsibility of government to fund these kind of events. It's a purely private sector event or private sector oriented event where you should have corporate sponsors like banks, telcos, pharmaceuticals, FMCGs. They should be the partners and they should be the sponsors of the event,
Mm.
but
Maybe
not the
I think so.
government.
After this, Successful event, definitely you will get nice, good, huge sponsors. Maybe like something HBL, PSL, you might get another bank or some Engro or someone who's hardcore sponsoring for the next 2 or 5 years. So that will be the best thing for you. You have like a hard score,
Yeah,
a single title
that's a,
sponsor, maybe.
yeah, one of already a couple of banks already asked us uh,
Okay.
for the exposure for next year, and
Okay.
because they are sponsors globally.
Mm-hmm.
All these major marathons are actually, for example, if you talk about Chicago Marathon, it's a Bank of America Chicago Marathon. Similarly, Boston is Bank of America.
Mm-hmm.
So banks, mostly Standard Chartered Bank was doing Chicago, Dubai, Singapore, Thailand, Bangkok.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Banks are very much involved. They have the capacity and they have they have the cash flow that can sponsor such big events. It's a big sponsorship money. It's not something like you're asking for 1 million, 2 million rupees.
Oh no, not at all,
It's a
not
big
at all. So So tell me one thing is that since I mean this was the first time and getting a sponsor the first time is the most difficult task, right? And again, budgeting for an event which has not been done before, and especially on this large scale sporting event. So how do you approach that budgeting part as well? And again,
uh, we are investing from
not
around
knowing that how much sponsorship you will get.
from next year or
Maybe
this
for
year.
this year, like I mean, what you didn't know how
Yeah.
much sponsors you will get. So you
We have
budgeting,
got
it's
we have
a
got some
different
very
ball game for that.
we have got some very good sponsors this year, like
Mm.
Lipton, Dolans, and Walls. They were the sponsors
Mm-hmm.
this year, four of them only. But
Okay.
we are looking for more sponsors next year, and inshallah we will have because we just announced a month before the marathon. It's
Mm.
very short time. It was short time for all the sponsors as well. It's difficult for them
Yes.
to do something within a month. So we are Lipton and Dolans and Red Bull and Unilever in particular. They were kind enough, because they have worked with us before as
Yeah.
well. So they were kind enough to sponsor this event in a very short time.
Okay.
So I would not blame anyone because everyone did their part in a very short time. All the runners who came, they did
Yes.
training in a month notice. It's not an easy task for anyone. I cannot run a marathon in only 1 month notice, right? So even for a
Not
half
at all.
marathon, it's 3 months. 3 months to get a training of 3 months at least to run half marathon. So you need
Mm-hmm.
time. So I'm actually very thankful to everyone, all the athletes, all the sponsors, whoever participated this year, because this was our
Mm.
inaugural event. We tested a lot of
Yeah.
things. There were a lot of loopholes we faced. We had a lot of issues in hydration part, and in terms of distances, we have a issue in the distance. When we were supposed to take the U-turn, we hadn't. Uh, our staff did not manage to do that on the right from the U-turn was
Oh,
at
okay.
least 300 meters ahead. So that's a very small big issues that but I have no shame to accept the mistakes that what we have done, because that's how we can improve next year.
And I think so. There's always part of improvement. And since it was a big event, it was like first time of this kind. And, definitely there would be all these mistakes. And good that at least you know where the gaps are. And inshallah, you will be fulfilling it. So let's go to the next question. You have been in this industry for quite a while now. And now you are a brand yourself. How has personal branding helped you in effectively promoting events and reaching a broader audience?
You are
Tough
talking about
question.
in terms of Pakistan or myself?
Yourself, personal branding. Shoaib. A tough question for you. I know this.
Yeah, it's a tough question, because I've been in the industry for sports industry, about since Pakistan. When we started, you were part of it initially. You are the one who designed the logo for Pakistan. You're from this.
Yes.
develop logo of Pakistan. We still use the same logo. So it's
Yeah.
almost so we started 2015, so 9 years already. So
Yeah.
it's a when we started Pakistan, it's a new thing for Pakistan as a cycling community, and having a professional bikes, high end bikes, Italian bikes. It was difficult for everyone. So when we started, you must have seen a lot of people get involved, and
Yes.
then
And
and I would say Critical Mass Karachi. Uh,
yes.
they are the founders of cycling. They started, and when we joined, I think we joined together in 2011 or 12, most probably.
Yeah, around
So
the same time. And I think हम साथ ही आगे पीछे ही join किए थे. Yes, yes, yes.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
It's been
तो
ages
हमने जब
now.
वो स्टार्ट किया था, वी वर लाइक 20 लोग होते थे. तो देन इन 2016 and 17, when we did our Azadi ride, 151 ride,
Yeah.
there were more than 700 riders, right? It's a huge achievement for the community, for cycling community as well. So that's how it's all began. And then हमने cycling की team register की. Then हमारा जो competition था वो हुआ with departments as a club, only club in Pakistan, and competing with department was a big task. And everyone was laughing. ये लोग तो एक medal भी लेके नहीं आ सकते. That was the conception. हंस रहे होते हमारे
Yes.
department हमारे ऊपर कि कुछ जीतेंगे. Then पहला साल आया and we were the runner up. And उसके बाद next year से हम year से since last 3 years we were the national champions of cycling in Pakistan. और हमारे
Yes.
athletes, they are going for world championships in Australia, Belgium, Scotland. In they are going for Asian championships in Tajikistan. And this year maybe some other country in Asia. So that's kind of achievement, what I see myself that I have achieved. So, कि आप बिल्कुल इस तरह का नहीं है कि that is, people know me, like, if she is doing this thing, so they support.
Mm.
So अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह लोगों की सपोर्ट बहुत है, और ऊपर से अल्लाह का बड़ा हाथ है मेरे ऊपर. तो
Alhamdulillah.
जो भी चीज कर रहा होता तो
Great.
हो जाती है.
No, Alhamdulillah. I think so that is also a huge achievement. And in the sporting world, everyone other person knows you, especially in Pakistan, how you have grown so much. And I mean, we have seen you there. And yes, and the good thing about this whole sporting community is like the kind of friendship, the bonding which have created, and irrespective to who is in which position, higher ups, lower ends, it doesn't matter. Everyone is just either cycling or running. So that's the best
Because we
part of
struggle
this
together.
whole community.
Yeah, because we struggle together, right?
Oh yes, yeah, yes. I'm still
In
struggling.
running,
You are still
running,
moved on.
cycling. तो एक दूसरे
So
का, मैं
how?
वो बंदा हूँ जो झूठा पानी भी नहीं पीता था किसी का. उसके बाद जब प्यास लग रही होती है ना, किसी ने बॉटल पानी पीते होते हैं आप.
नहीं 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 आई डू रिमेम्बर द हमारी जो एक लॉन्ग राइड्स होती थी टू द ऑल द वे टू फ्रेंच बीच और टू द सुनायरी और वी द प्लान्स वी मेड इट Hangol and the हमारी running court वगैरह where there is no bathrooms or nothing and you're still too passionate about just riding and going and exploring. So yeah. So I mean, my second question is very related to like how do such events serve as platform for promoting talent and community engagement within Pakistan? And you have done a great thing, but I would like that if you can, highlight some of the promoting talents which have, grown through your platforms as well.
So through our platform, our platform is a kind of infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually run with the members of running clubs and other is part of without community we are nobody actually.
Yes.
So हमारा जो infrastructure है, it's all depend on the community.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually this is what I tell government as well, कि अगर आप सारे चले जाएंगे तो आपकी पोजीशन का क्या फायदा. So you need to
Hmm.
work on your kids as well, right? So for
Yeah.
us, athletes and community is very important. So we have
Mm-hmm.
to educate, then we have to bring talent in front. For example, in our cycling community, if you have seen in our cycling team as well, so they're very some of the riders are from very humble background who are
Oh,
participating in
yes.
world championships. So we are responsible to send them to participate in international events. So otherwise, it's very difficult for them to participate because, as I mentioned
Mm.
earlier, like funding पे तो हम depending कर सकते हैं. Government is not responsible for everything. हमारे
Yes,
हमारा एक
yes.
यही है solve करना, हर चीज गवर्नमेंट पे छोड़ देता है और फिर हम इंडिया से
Mm.
compete कर रहे हैं. जितनी भी चीजें हैं,
Mm.
it's actually government is governed by authorities like federation and government, but it
Mm.
has to be private, a private thing. uh, for example, आप बड़ी देखें टूर de France, आईपीएल भी अगर आप
Mm.
अगर कह लें हो गया, एनबीए
Mm.
है, ये प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो करते हैं.
Mm.
ये कोई
Mm. Mm.
गवर्नमेंट आपको सपोर्ट कर सकती है इन टर्म्स ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वाइज कि आपको सिक्योरिटी
Yes,
प्रोवाइड
I.
करेगी, स्टेटिक सपोर्ट देगी आपको, बट इट्स नॉट अ गवर्नमेंट जॉब बिकॉज वी एंड ऑफ द डे वी आर मेकिंग मनी, गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट मेकिंग मनी आउट ऑफ इट, राइट? They will get the
Not at
taxes,
all.
of course. Yeah. So because, well, it's a business end of the day.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 No, no, but I
So
think so. The government has been very kind enough in your term, in your case, in multiple occasions, not just once, but many, many occasions. They have been very, very helpful. I have seen the police, the overall security wise and arrangement wise. They have been very, very promising and very, very cooperative with you. And I'm sure with other many other companies as well, especially when it comes to sporting events,
yeah,
which is very, very.
because even in Karachi Marathon, if you, because I was a race director, but there are other people are involved, like Dr. Jahazim Mughal. He's the guy behind who is managing
जी, जी, जी.
all the security
Okay.
management, and then Dr. Junaid Ali Shah. So he's a caretaker minister for sports and culture. So he is the guy who actually helped me. He went with us to all these authorities, by himself. कि हम
Mm,
हमारे साथ गए,
mm,
उन्होंने सबको बताया, and every nobody said no. कमिश्नर से आप बात
mm,
करें, आप आईजी पुलिस से बात करें, आप डीएच एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर से बात करें, आपने जिसके पास भी गए, सब ने हमें बोला कि आप बताओ
mm,
आपको क्या सपोर्ट, वी आर देयर टू सपोर्ट.
mm.
और
नहीं,
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
नहीं.
सबने सपोर्ट की. और देन वी डिड वेरी गुड पीआर एंड ऑफ लाइक इन लास्ट 3 वीक्स सामिया मुफ्ती, शी डिड ऑल द पीआर फॉर अस, एंड अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मतलब
Okay.
काफी अच्छा हुआ. क्योंकि वो हमने बहुत सारी चीजें मिस्टेक कर रहे थे, उन्होंने उस चीजों को सही किया. इट्स अ टीम वर्क. देन माय होल टीम,
Mm, mm.
then we have a team who manage all the event, जो कि कराची
Mm.
ईट भी करती है और ये भी कर रही है.
Okay. जी,
तो
जी, जी, जी.
तो
Karachi भी.
हाँ, तो कराची ईट also, part of our team was doing the management of Karachi Eid this year in last couple of years already. So it's the same team
Okay.
who did Karachi
Okay.
management, and the same team did the event management for Karachi Marathon as well.
All right. Great, great, great. So the Karachi is a very Eid is a very famous event, and people wait whole year for this thing to happen. And I mean, it's a good luck or bad luck of Pakistan. Karachi is like the best weather time is between November and you can say Feb or maximum March. So most of the interesting events are happening there. So it's like it's crazy time in Karachi during this few 3 4 months. So
Yeah,
I mean, huh? Like every other
I
place,
hope.
is something other happening.
Yeah, hopefully from
So,
next year, like people will be waiting for Karachi Marathon as well.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sure about that because a lot
Actually,
of people
if you look at the,
who missed it out.
हाँ, इस साल अब अगर आप देखें ना, जो हमने किया है, जो हम नेक्स्ट ईयर का प्लान
Mm,
कर रहे हैं, जो फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ जनवरी, जो a lot of people who are
okay.
coming for the wedding in Pakistan and their families and
Mm,
relatives, so they can also
mm, mm.
be a part of Karachi Marathon because they have
Yeah.
been doing these things in other part of the world. एंड इवेंचुअली
mm,
जब आप आएंगे अब कराची में देखे ना डिफरेंट ये चीजें भी हो रही है, इट्स अ साइन ऑफ प्रोग्रेसिव नेशन। अगर अब लास्ट वीक मैं गया हुआ था, बोरा कम्युनिटी ने एक रन रखी हुई थी, तो
mm,
इट्स अ वेरी गुड साइन कि उसमें बच्चे, फीमेल्स, बुजुर्ग, बड़े बच्चे सब लोग भाग रहे थे। इट्स अ ह्यूज नंबर
mm.
फ्रॉम ओनली वन कम्युनिटी।
It was a huge number, and I saw all type of people, and it was a lot of fun. The weather was nice. It was not either cold, it was not either warm, so it was a perfect, nice weather. And everyone was enjoying themselves, whether you are racing, you're not racing, but you were enjoying themselves, meeting up people, and it was a lot of fun and happening around it. And it was nice to be part of it. So how do you leverage digital and so how did you leverage digital and social platform to increase awareness and engagement during and before, during and after the event? And how you plan
So
to keep these people engaged in for the next year as well?
digital is the most important part because आप on ground जो है, you have on ground marketing from at least a month before। अगर आप इस तरह से, अगर आप इस साल का, अगर हम इस साल कराची मैराथन को अगर आप देखें, हमारी ब्रांडिंग सारी एयरपोर्ट्स में थी, पाकिस्तान, कराची, लाहौर, कराची और लाहौर। आप
Mm-hmm.
अच्छी खासी ब्रांडिंग हमें थी, वहाँ पे एड्स चल रहे थे कराची मैराथन के। बट सिमिलरली हम हमारा जो मेजर क्राउड है जो कि आता है कराची मैराथन में या किसी भी रनिंग इवेंट में, दैट इज पार्ट, वो देखते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे, एक दोस्त के
Okay.
थ्रू देख लिया, दोस्त ने उसको बता दिया, एक दूसरे को एंगेज कर रहे होते हैं थ्रू कन्वर्सेशन।
Mm-hmm.
तो फिर
Mm-hmm.
we have our platform Intra Labs. It's a registration platform for our events, so it's already
Okay.
developed। सो ऑलरेडी हमारे
Okay.
पास उसमें नंबर्स हैं। अगर आप देखें, अगर आप इस दफ़ा स्पेशल ओलंपिक्स भी पिछले 2 साल से वो यूज़ कर रहा है, हम लोग भी वही
Mm-hmm.
यूज़ कर रहे हैं हमारे साथ में। फिर SVRC जो है हमारा, वो भी पिछले 1 साल से इंटरलैब्स यूज़ करना शुरू हो गया है। और हम
Okay.
इवेंचुअली हम क्रिएटेड द प्लेटफॉर्म एवरीवन, एनीवन हु वांट टू do the registration for any sports event, so they can use our
Mm-hmm.
platform। So we have
Okay.
हमने वो डेवलप, फिर हमने हम एक्चुअली पूरा एक इकोसिस्टम डेवलप किया हमने अक्रॉस
Okay.
कराची मैराथन। उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती
Okay.
हैं, रजिस्ट्रेशन रिक्वायरमेंट है, वेयर यू कैन पे बाय कार्ड, यू कैन वायर ट्रांसफर, सो ऑल दीस थिंग्स।
Mm-hmm.
फिर
Okay.
डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म से आपने बात की मार्केटिंग की, हमने फेसबुक पे, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, काफी लो हो गया है पहले के मुकाबले में। our
Mm.
most our audience is mostly on Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook। या फेसबुक पे थोड़ी सी हमारी ऑडियंस इतनी एक्टिव नहीं है, our most are more active on Instagram।
And Instagram, but Facebook, Instagram, लोग अब एक ही काउंट कर रहे होते हैं उसको technically nowadays because it's all interlinked tech in that sense, certain ways में. Yes.
And other part is actually like if you look at LinkedIn, and since
Mm.
last year or so, I would
Mm.
say couple of years only, LinkedIn पे भी जो है ना, अगर आप पोस्ट करें उसकी भी अच्छी एक रीच मिल जाती है आपको, पहले नहीं
Oh
मिलती थी।
yes, yes, yes.
नाउ इट्स गेटिंग, लोग मैसेज कर रहे होते हैं उस पे भी, तो
So
पहले
are
तो
you
बिल्कुल भी
using
नहीं था।
Yeah. So are you using TikTok or are you using YouTube for all of this? Or there are people who like because there's a certain strategy you must have done before, during, before the event with the promotion, and then during the event, what was happening, and then after the event, like you were doing, people are doing TikTok or they were sharing the videos or the photographs with the medal, which I didn't do it, but yes, I was supposed to do it, which I didn't do it. So yes, all of those things. So that is so TikTok वगैरह भी, did you use that channel as well? And of course you
No, not
use the
yet. We are on TikTok already, but I think the audience we are looking for is not there yet. But
okay,
we have to look into it next year, because
okay,
we are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and
mm-hmm.
of course on Excel. But हमारा focus जो है, it was on Instagram and Facebook only. So I think we
Okay.
have to look at other platforms as well from next year. from this year, of course, because
Okay.
this year what we are planning for Karachi Marathon 2025,
Hmm.
we want to involve almost 1,000 women. That is our target for next year.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
who will be
wow.
running Karachi Marathon. So we want
Hmm.
we are believer of diversity. You know that we did this
Yes.
Pinktober thing. So we,
Yeah.
by the way, by the Pinktober, we have developed a lot of money. We raise a lot of money for breast cancer, and we are donating one. We have committed actually for a room in Shaukat Khanam Hospital, Karachi, as a mammography room. So which is 15 million rupees. तो उसमें अच्छे खासे
Oh,
फंड
wow.
रेज हो
Nice.
चुके हैं. So it's
Awesome.
actually
Awesome.
to so that we want to do because mostly these things running events के through आप charity का काफी काम कर सकते हैं. A
Hmm.
lot of
Hmm.
charity,
Hmm.
lot of things अगर आप देखें लाइक शौकत खानम के लिए हम कर रहे हैं. फिर डॉक्टर जहां से मुगल हॉस्पिटल है एक पेप्स के नाम से पेप्स हॉस्पिटल. ही इज डूइंग फ्री कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट, ओरल कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट.
Hmm.
सो
Hmm.
वी आर वर्किंग. हम जो रनिंग करने जा रहे हैं शिकागो, शिकागो हमारी एक टीम है पेप्स के नाम से, फ्रेंड्स ऑफ पेप्स
Okay.
हम लोग हैं. तो वी
Hmm.
रेज फंड्स
Hmm.
फॉर हॉस्पिटल फॉर फ्री
Hmm.
ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ ओरल कैंसर. Then Special Olympics,
Hmm.
Ronak Lakhani is amazing work for for special children and Special
Hmm.
Olympics.
Hmm.
These are all the part of community which is charitable organization which will be part of Karachi Marathon 2024 next year. हम इन सबको engage करेंगे जितनी भी charities हमारे साथ participate करना चाहती हैं. We will
Hmm.
welcome most of, not all of
Hmm.
them, most of them actually.
Hmm.
So because we
Yes.
want to engage everyone. It's a Karachi. It's not. I don't own Karachi. It's Karachi Marathon. It will be. I will. Eventually, it will be an autonomous body. So where it will be run by others because it's a legacy of Karachi. I मैं पता नहीं
Yes.
जब तक हूँ उस वक्त तक है लेकिन उसके बाद मेरे बाद भी रहना चाहिए ना. It will be a
Definitely.
both.
Definitely.
So I will convert it as a कि लोग इसको part of members जो कि इसको run करें eventually. थोड़ा सा इसको
Hmm.
चला दूं उसके बाद
Hey,
जो है
that's a
ना.
very good thinking and approach because it should not be a single person. This is something like a global thing, and it should stay within like a group of people who are part of this whole should be part of this whole thing. So if in case one is there or not, it should continue. The legacy should continue.
Yeah,
So
because
that
it's
is interesting.
a city,
So,
right? So
do
it's
you have any
thing.
statistics? Pardon? Sorry, you were saying something.
नहीं आप बताएं. I'm done.
Do you have any statistics? How many people were in the joined the Karachi Marathon? How many females, male, kids? Anything? Can you share some numbers with us on that?
Yes, overall, we had registration of 15 to 2,000 people
Okay,
initially, but
okay,
हुआ ये कि जो लोग थे ऑलमोस्ट 3,000 लोग हो गए थे ये लास्ट डे
okay.
में. ठीक है, जो इवेंचुअली हमने बहुत सारे लोगों को विदाउट रजिस्ट्रेशन भी भागने दिया था. अच्छा आप आ गए तो आप
Actually, I
भागे
was
क्योंकि
one of
हमारे
them.
क्योंकि हमारे लोगों को आदत थी पहले आने की ना. So people come
I
on the
somehow I
day.
never got my registration email, so I couldn't show them the registration email.
Yeah, no, because it
Anyways,
was last moment. So last day पे
no, no, no. I
मेरे
did
से
a couple days back. Anyways.
500-600 लोग थे उस वक्त जिन्होंने उसी वक्त आके
जी,
सुबह
जी,
सुबह
जी.
आके आए थे. फिर हमारे पास टाइम खत्म हो गया था. हमने कहा बस स्टार्ट कर लें विदाउट रजिस्ट्रेशन.
No, no, no. I saw many people. Yes, and it was a
आई
long,
होप कि
long
आपके पास
queues.
we make sure कि everyone should get the medal. It's a
Yeah,
sign
that I
kind of
got it. Don't worry. I would have been crying in front of everyone if they haven't given me the medal. Don't worry about that.
but make sure कि
Anyways,
every medal I hope.
no, no, and I think so. The medal part was the best part for everyone because everyone felt like they achieved something. Even if you're walking or you're doing fast walking or you didn't came first or second, but at least going through the whole cycle and starting from the starting point to the end, it is an achievement. So I think
Actually,
so. Have
running
giving a
is
medal to
something.
everyone is the best thing which you guys have done.
Running is something you do it for yourself only.
Yes.
Okay, और जब आप लॉन्ग मैराथन्स करते हैं, the other thing about running is आप you can run for a purpose as well. For
Wow.
example, my last two marathons were Karachi for Berlin and Chicago. I ran
Uh-huh.
for breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
Okay,
Interesting.
and I raised funds for Shaukat Khan Hospital.
Okay.
And Chicago Tokyo Marathon, I'm running for PABS Hospital for oral cancer awareness and raising funds
Mhm.
for oral cancer.
So tell us, how do you create? I mean, like, there are a lot of people who want to understand how this whole process works when you are running for some other purpose. Then, what is the thing behind it? Like, how do you engage those companies with you? Yeah, what is the whole thing? And how do you make money that you're giving some kind of um, a donation to these platforms? Can you explain this to our audience?
So all these charitable organization, they have their own link. You can create, for example, uh, for Shaukat Khanam and for PABS, they have the link where you can go and donate. And we have created a donation system as well. We are still testing on Intralabs. So from next year for Karachi Marathon, you can run for a cause. For example, if you want to raise funds for somebody, for example, your friends and family who for their any treatment, so you
Mm-hmm.
can raise funds on platform, and so you
Okay.
can run for a cause. So running for a cause, is something which is achievement which is more than a medal, right? So, for example, if
Mm.
you can raise money for somebody's treatment, for a cancer treatment or any kind of treatment, right? So that is a big achievement where people like to donate. In country like in Pakistan, which is actually a you know very charitable organization country, हमारे लोगों का
Mm-hmm.
मेरे ख्याल से वैसे मुल्क बचा हुआ है हमारा कि हम चैरिटी करते हैं, बहुत
Mm-hmm.
ज़्यादा करते हैं।
Mm-hmm.
तो उस पे जो है फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने जो किया था, तो मैंने कहा था कि जो भी मैं रन कर रहा हूँ, जितनी भी आप चैरिटी देंगे आई विल मैच इट। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपने $100 दिया है तो आई विल एड $100 फ्रॉम माई सेल्फ। तो
Okay.
लिमिट वाज $1,000। So I managed to raise almost I think $3,000 तक मैंने कर लिया था। तो 3,000 मुझे ऐड करना होगा
Okay.
उसमें से, इस तरह से।
Okay. So basically, so when you go for a running, so you say, you get in line with not the donation organization, but like another organization who sort of like, okay, I'm running this and I'm just trying to understand this. Okay, I'm running this and I'm going to, whatever amount you're going to pay, I'm going to pay the double and give it to this organization, something like this.
Is something whatever you want to do. For example, in my
Okay.
case I matched it, right? So everybody
Okay.
doesn't do that. For example, मैं कोई
Mm-hmm.
स्पॉन्सर दे रहा हूँ, अगर मुझे कोई स्पॉन्सर कर देती है, कोई बेवरेज कंपनी करती है, कोई फूड कंपनी कर रही है, तो वो
Mm-hmm.
अगर मुझे मेरा स्पॉन्सर है, सो आई कैन गिव लाइक 40% 50% आउट ऑफ इट टू द चैरिटी, और बाकी मैं अपनी कॉस्ट अपना निकाल सकता हूँ उस मैराथन के लिए थ्रू स्पॉन्सरशिप। फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई एम गोइंग टोक्यो मैराथन, उसकी एक
Mm-hmm.
कॉस्ट है, राइट? रजिस्ट्रेशन कॉस्ट है, ट्रैवल कॉस्ट है,
Mm-hmm.
होटल कॉस्ट है, ट्रेनिंग कॉस्ट है।
Mm-hmm.
अक्सर लोग करते क्या है, वो अपनी कॉस्ट अलग करते हैं और उसका जो बाकी अमाउंट है वो चैरिटी में दे देते हैं। एक ये ऑप्शन है।
Mm-hmm.
लेकिन हम लोग कितने लोग भागते हैं, हम लोग जितनी भी चीजें जितने पैसे मिलते हैं हमें, हम सब चैरिटी में देते हैं। सो वी डोंट वी रन थ्रू फ्रॉम आवर ओन पॉकेट। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
Okay.
हम लोग उस चीज़ का अपना ऑलरेडी बिजनेस कर रहे हैं। सो हम सारा
Mm.
पैसा जो है अपनी जेब से
Awesome.
देते हैं।
That is great. So my last question with Shweb is like, after that, if someone has question, you can always ask him. My last question, Shweb, with you will be, what do you foresee the future trends in the field of event management, particularly in context of national and international sports events?
कैन यू कम अगेन?
What do
व्हाट्स
you
द क्वेश्चन?
foresee it's a question. So what do you foresee the future trends in the field of event management, particularly in the context of national and international sports event? What are you, the
I
future
for
forecast? What are you foreseeing there? Apart from the 1 year, but I mean, we're talking about 5 years or 10 years, how you foresee the whole thing.
it's a process of a decade at least, 5 to 10 years at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we will see. It's a, for example, a Karachi marathon itself is an international marathon. From next year, you will
Okay.
see a lot of international athletes are coming for this event from Africa, from Europe, and US. So it's already international event. जिस तरह आपका PSL है, it's also
Mm.
international event. इसमें बहुत लोग आते हैं. So Karachi Marathon is also part of it's a part of international event, जो कि आपकी World Athletics की साइट पे आपको Karachi Marathon दिखेगा. So where
Mm.
participant can we already did the agreement with World Major Marathons as well. So आपके जो points हैं कराची मैराथन 2025 के वो नेशनल जितने
Mm.
मैराथन है उसके क्वालिफिकेशन के लिए भी जाएंगे और चैंपियनशिप पॉइंट्स के लिए भी
Okay.
जाएंगे. People will come to
ठीक है.
Pakistan to run Karachi marathon to get those points. और इसी
Oh,
तरीके
wow.
से आई कैन सी लाइक इवेंट इस तरह के इवेंट्स होंगे तो अभी देखें हमारी पॉपुलेशन ऑफ 25 मिलियन एटलीस्ट 250 मिलियन इन पाकिस्तान.
Mm. Mm.
A
Mm.
lot of
Mm.
potential. अगर आपको भी 2-3 हजार लोग दिख रहा है जो कि रन कर रहा था तो आई कैन
Mm.
सी in next 5 to 10 years the number will go up to 50 40-50,000.
Hmm.
जो
Yes, definitely. I am sure
actually-
next year would be much, much more.
yeah, next year you will see a lot of a lot of international athletes are coming.
Yes.
They are already in talks with us क्योंकि
Yeah,
शुरू
actually,
में
that's
ना
what I was
लोग
coming up to is that internationally we need to market this whole event. So we have more and more international people from abroad coming to Pakistan and participating in this event.
yeah, because I am part of because of Karachi Marathon I am part of all athletics events as well. So I
Mm.
am a race director for Karachi Marathon. I am always invited for these events, for the World Athletics events, World Athletics
Mm.
running events actually. So I was
Mm.
in
Okay,
panel.
interesting.
Uh, we were in Riga last year,
Mm-hmm.
where I have been talking about as emerging markets. So Pakistan is
Okay.
emerging market for us. And then I was
Mm-hmm.
talking in Vietnam is mass participation world again in different topics. Again in
Mm-hmm.
Karachi about Pakistan and about Karachi Marathon. So we are marketing. It's a different way of marketing. You have to talk. You have to engage in
Mm-hmm.
different conversations. So where people, when I talked about Riga in Latvia, when I have talked about sustainability and all these things about global warming in Pakistan and all these things. So the moment I
Mm-hmm.
finished my uh, panel discussion, so the head of sustainability, he came and he started discussing with me. You
Okay.
know, so things are very positive for Pakistan because people like to come. And to be very honest, किसी ने भी मुझसे नहीं पूछा कि सिक्योरिटी के हाल कैसे हैं पाकिस्तान में, हाउ सिक्योर इट इज.
Interesting.
या किसी एक
Interesting.
बंदे इन लास्ट 2 इयर्स में जितने भी इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में गया हूँ किसी ने मुझसे नहीं
Mm-hmm.
पूछा सिक्योरिटी का.
Seriously, that is a very good achievement if people haven't asked us, because the first thing people think about when it comes to Karachi is like it's so unsecure and there's mobile hatching and this and that and whatnot. So that's the very good thing to know that this is a question which hasn't arisen, especially in Karachi. So
I
that's it.
think
So anything else, Shoaib, you want to talk about in terms of your plans or something you want to talk about the people who are part of you or something which you would like to achieve or you're coming up with apart from the Karachi 2025 marathon? There is anything which you want to do or how you want to build up, and especially do share your website, the link which you mentioned about Intraset, your product, where you like not the product, the platform where people can come and join you and hear you out what you guys are doing. So can you share the exact link uh, as well, the hyperlink?
it's intralabs.com. But you can see everything on Karachi sportspakistan.com.
Okay. So tell us then what is the
Sportsinpakistan.com.
percentage? Pardon?
Sorry.
नहीं नहीं, आप बोलो, आप कुछ कह रहे थे, यू वर सेइंग समथिंग श्वेत.
I already sent you the link for.
Okay, great,
I was
thank
writing it
you.
for you.
All right. Great. So it's the link is www.intralaps.com. So if anyone wants to join this Karachi Marathon in the coming years and join whatever the events they are doing, so please join this website. One last question, Shoaib, before we head out, is what is the percentage of millennials and Gen Z that are taking part in your activities? Because abhi we have seen many people, but do you have any some kind of a percentage which are taking part in this?
I don't have percentage to be very honest. I was too much involved in the event that day. I couldn't manage to see that. तो मेरे पास अभी नंबर्स नहीं है. बट स्कूल अगर आपने देखे होंगे स्कूल के बच्चे बहुत थे एंड कराची ग्रामर के बच्चे बेबी एकेडमी के बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा आए हुए थे उस दिन एंड
जी जी
और
जी
आपने
जी
देखा
जी.
होगा ज्यादा जापानीज बच्चे बहुत आए हुए थे
Oh
जापानीज
yes.
फैमिलीज
I don't know वो कहाँ
ऑलमोस्ट
से आए, मुझे नहीं पता.
there were always almost 50-60 runners from this nationality that day. So we had
Yes, yes,
nationalities
yes.
from Japan, South Africa, uh, uh, I think what do you call South Africa, US, a lot of countries I forgot. तकरीबन 10 डिफरेंट डिफरेंट जो पाकिस्तान में रहते हैं कोई बाहर से रेस के लिए नहीं आया था लेकिन ये सारे वो लोग थे जो पाकिस्तान में हंगरी से था एक लड़का मुझे याद नहीं आता नाम वो मैराथन तो
I think
काफी
a lot
लोग
of
थे.
counseled people, they feel like very locked in when they are in Karachi. So I think that this was a very good opportunity which they felt like they can get out and, be on the road with all the security around them. So I think so that was a very positive approach. And I did saw amazingly, I saw a lot of people from multiple nationalities. So that was a very good thing. And overall, the
Yeah,
environment, the overall the whole thing was interesting and very happening and very positive and amazingly. So I would like to sign off with this, and I want to thank Shoaib for your valuable insight. If anyone has a question, we have few guests on board. If anyone has a question, please raise your hand and share
yeah,
your question so we can ask Shoaib. Otherwise, we will sign off.
yeah.
Any
Sultan
questions?
Sultan Munir is looking for his friend, I think, Sharjeel. According to him, he's very lazy. He should be here for the marathon. Thank you, Sultan. You need to invite him for our marathons. You need to engage him. He should be running next year.
Inshallah, inshallah. Nee, I actually somehow at this time, they are like, I think so. Kokab is also a very famous marathon runner as well, and she was injured this time. Kokab?
Yeah.
Kokab थी कौशल क्या नाम था? One of the marathon runner, female marathon
Kawthar
runner.
Kawthar ने
हाँ,
लंदन
कौशल.
भागा है, शिकागो भागा है, बर्लिन भागा है. She is a Wonder Woman, you know.
Yeah, I know, I know. She's a really a Wonder Woman. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
So,
there are a lot of women participation actually across the globe from Pakistan. Pakistani women are
yes.
participating, like Dr. Rabia Naeem. She is the only Pakistani female who did all 6 star world majors.
Oh,
और
wow.
सारा सारा भागरी है, हिरा है, फिर हमारे यहाँ सना है, अ, फिर अगर आप उज़मा को देखें, ये जितने भी फीमेल्स हैं, ये दे आर मदर, वर्किंग वुमेन
Hmm.
है, दे आर यू नो बड़े उनके बच्चे अच्छे खासे बड़े हो चुके हैं होंगे तो दे आर स्टिल
Yes.
रनिंग सुपर फिट माशाल्लाह और you will see them, you I think a future is very